Why didn't Judge Dorow use a gavel? What's going on, everyone? This is Christian Duke. You're watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. If at any point during this video you like it, please smash that like button. I know a lot of people don't like the whole idea of smashing the like button, but smash that like button. And also, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video. And please leave a comment down below because it's the comments that inspire videos like this one and many others like it. So if you ever wanted to know why Judge Dorow did not use a gavel during the Waukesha Christmas Parade Trial. Now, this is not the first time somebody brings this up. In fact, I would say at least a couple of dozen times over the whole run of Waukesha coverage here at Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, have people mention the gavel in passing or as part of many other points. But this is the first time that a viewer point blank made it the end all and be all of his comment. Why did she not use a gavel? Now, before I answer that question or try to answer the question, because I don't have an answer for it, the context in which a lot of people over those couple dozen or so times that mentioned the gavel mentioned it in the context of Judge Dorow being soft. Okay, so now, not a day goes by that I am not accused of bashing Judge Dorow. And I have always said that I give the judge a 97. And my retort, my rebuttal to anybody that says that I'm bashing her is always, hey, when's the last time that somebody bashed you and they gave you a 97? I mean, because I'm saying 97 out of 100. So the bashing is 3%, which is laughable. You know, a 97 is an A. I digress. The context, though, a lot of the times over the course of those 2 dozen, and it might have been more. I mean, I'm not a very good estimator. If I'm saying 2 dozen, it could have been 20, it could have been 45. I don't know. But it was a lot of times that the gavel was mentioned, and the vast majority of the times was by people saying that she was too soft. Now, those people, I don't think we're giving her a 97. I've seen some people give her as low as an 80, which is still passing. It's passing very well. It's like a strong C. But it's not, obviously, you know, there's maybe a case there for possibly some hate, maybe, I don't know. But again, it's not hate. If you're giving somebody a passing score, is it really bashing? I mean, I don't think so. But I definitely don't think a 97 is bashing at all. I always like ruffles my feathers, you know. I'm not immune from being, you know, affected by the comments. I'm definitely not. You know, I read the comments, I process them, I make videos off of them, and I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, in the videos. And I'm by no means saying that your comment is ugly if you say that I'm bashing, because that's your opinion, and I value your opinion. I just don't agree with it. You know, I don't think that a gavel would have made much difference, folks, in the grand scheme of things with a person like Judge Brooks Jr. I think that the judge's authority was evident by the fact that, you know, she was up there, that she knew the law, that she presided over the proceedings, that she was fair, the fact that she was transparent. I think these are all the reasons why everybody in the court, except for Dorow, saw her as a judge, respected her as a judge, treated her as a judge, except for Dorow. Because, you know, Judge Brooks Jr., I don't think, number one, you know, likes authority at all. And he even said it to the judge. Nobody tells me what to do. You know what I mean? Are you telling me or are you asking me? You know, and a lot of people thought that was super cringe whenever he would say that. Are you telling me or are you asking? People thought that was super, super cringe. And it was, you know, but aside from it being cringe, it was also, you know, so emblematic of the person that he is. Somebody that does not like authority, somebody that's very hostile to anybody that laughs at him, you know, because he always thought the key and all that, whatever he was saying, was directed at him. Even when it was exhibity, he thought it was about him. So, you know, his lashing out at any figure of authority, his thinking that people are making fun of him, the fact that he had to say that he wasn't stupid, the fact that he had to say you got the right one, you know what I mean? The fact that he had to say I see through it, which is like, you know, speaking to the paranoia that probably, you know, has always been there in his life. I don't think, you know, a little hammer, you know, banged on a gavel by the judge would have done anything. You know what I mean? Actually, no, the gavel is the hammer. I don't think the gavel hammered into like the desk or whatever that little oval thing is that the gavel hits. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Somebody educate me, please. Educate this ignorant YouTuber that's a lawyer that should know. I don't know what it's called. What does the gavel hit? I mean, whatever. I don't think that would have made a difference with Darrell Brooks Jr. I don't think he would have cared. I think that it would have just been like, white noise to him. Like when like, I don't have those TVs anymore, but like, back in the day, you'd hit a TV station that was like off the air or something, and it would just be white noise. It would and that's probably what it was to him, and that was probably Judge Dorow's, Sue Opper's, and anybody else's, declarations or admonishments or suggestions. I mean, that's again, I don't think the guy's like hearing voices or anything, but I don't think he's crazy, but I just think he's so self-absorbed and narcissistic that he could easily turn that switch. And again, I understand the question about the gavel, and it's a good question, and it certainly would make the judge seem all the more authoritative, all the more in charge, but it's just a little wood hammer, and I don't think Darrell Brooks would have cared either way. And it is an interesting question, though. I mean, it is an interesting question. I never saw her use one. And like I said, I may have said, I don't know, like here in Louisville, some of the judges pose with their gavels for their bio shots or for their websites or whatnot, but others may use it for campaign purposes. But I don't recall being in a court where the gavel gets used a lot. And I don't recall the last time that it was used at all. I mean, I know that it's used on TV court, like Judge Judy and People's Court, and I'm sure Judge Wapner used to hit the gavel every so often, the People's Court. Maybe Judge Marilyn Mion or whatever her name is. But I don't know, like, I think in Spanish too, Caso Cerrado, which is totally staged, I think that judge also uses the gavel. But again, it might just be something that real judges use it for campaign purposes, publicity purposes, websites, and it might be something TV judges use a lot. But I don't know how many actual judges, are using the gavel, All of a sudden, I'm thinking of Glenn Matlock and him eating hot dogs outside of the courthouse. But in the reality of the matter, though, it's a good question. It's a really good question. I just don't think Darrell would have cared one way or the other. But, if you guys think that the gavel would have, set him straight, would have, helped curb all of the insanity, leave a comment. And if you have any 411 info on judges and gavels and real judges and real courts using gavels, and by all means, have at it. I want to hear about it. I'm sure that everybody watching wants to hear about it, but why did Judge Dorow use a gavel? I don't know. Just like I don't know why the chicken crossed the road.